So you bought a van, but it doesn't have any windows, which is kind of nice when you want to go incognito. But what if you want more natural light, which we did, so we ended up adding a window to our van. Hi, my name is Joanna, and me and my husband Billy have just started renovating this empty Sprinter van into an off-grid tiny home. So when we first bought this van, we actually camped in it on our drive back from California to Florida, and it was kind of nice not having windows, especially because there was literally nothing in the van yet. We just had an air mattress that we flew out to California with, and we ended up in a lot of Walmart parking lots on that drive. So in certain instances, when you're not in nature or a campground, it is kind of nice to not have any windows, because we also didn't have window shades yet, but I know we're gonna want some natural light. We figured it'd be easier to add the windows later and add them where we want them versus buying a passenger van that had a bunch of windows that we'd have to work around. So we ended up buying this window from Freedom Van Gogh in Jacksonville, Florida. We were camping in St. Augustine and we realized they were less than an hour away. So we were like, we might as well check out this van life retailer. So yeah, we came home with a window. Hello. Are you ready to cut a window?
Yeah. I'm about to cut a window. But first we're gonna cut out these support brackets with the grinder. That way we can continue to go with the jigsaw, because it makes it 10 times easier.
So here we're using a drill to make the first hole so it's easier to start making your cut lines with the jigsaw. We learned when doing the flares that it's easier to remove these support brackets first with the grinder and then cutting everything else out. Drill bits and blades we used are in the description.
So I watched everybody on YouTube and they're all saying take the guard off or the guide off, and I'm like, no. Now I'm going through like 6 blades because I keep on hitting the corner. Now we get it.
Instead of using a metal file, we ended up sanding using a grinder and a flap disc by Diablo. After vacuuming up all the metal shavings, we primed all the bare metal edges with this automotive primer.
Bring me some more in there.
Yeah.
Trim-Lok, easy to install. That's what it says. This basically pops on here, and then our window goes up to it. You put a thick bead. There's a bunch of people that do this after, and some people that do it before. I'm doing it before.
How would someone put it on after?
I don't know.
We found it works better to pinch the Trim-Lok first so it sits better on the sheet metal.
Nope. Voila. We have a window.
Before applying the adhesive, we cleaned off the window itself with rubbing alcohol. You can see here we lightly traced with pencil so we knew where to apply the adhesive.
I forgot we had to sand it.
Oh no!
Sandpaper, 220. We screwed up. Instead of putting the bonding primer on before we sand. But now we'll just sand that off and do it again.
So now we have sanded, cleaned with rubbing alcohol, and primed the area on the outside of the door. We cut a V-notch into the tip of the caulk tube and are using this Sika P2G adhesive.
I feel like I got to walk around the whole thing.
You want to start and finish the adhesive bead at the bottom of the window just to prevent possible leaks.
Set it up on the shim and then push it in.
Okay.
You hold one and I hold one. Set the shim on that corner there.
This way or the other way?
Maybe pull the shim out.
Why? So we used tape to keep the window in place as it was setting, and after 24 hours we did a water test.
It's just people's preference, but I like DEWALT.
And what else?
MILWAUKEE, Klein, Snap-on, Duralast, all kinds. Power tools though, it's DEWALT is my preference.